Welcome to SpiceCandies. I'd like to discuss a small topic I call impossible candies. While the industry can use synthetic dyes and synthetic flavorings to make any flavor they want, these are not really actual flavors. For example, their melon flavor or any other fruit-like flavor they wish to call is not natural. You can actually feel it. It resembles, it's, I don't know, close to it, but it's not really the right flavor of the fruit. I've been experimenting for quite some time, trying to make candies from natural ingredients as much as possible. Obviously, these are candies. Sugar has to be included in them, and so does corn syrup. Otherwise, you won't get a clear candy. You'll get caramelized candy. So, some fruits are not that nice, are not that well behaving, so to speak. And let's see a few of these. Blueberries. Blueberries are wonderful. I love blueberries, but they're totally impossible. I've tried blueberry liqueur. I've tried blueberries, dried blueberries. I've tried to dehydrate these. I've tried to make jam from these. I've tried commercial jams. Nothing works. They burn, and then you get a horrible, horrible flavor that has no resemblance whatsoever to blueberries. So that's definitely number one. Number two is whiskey. And whiskey, I've tried several brands. I'm not a whiskey fan, but I tried making whiskey candies. You do get this wonderful smoky brownish color in the candy. You get nothing from the flavor of the whiskey itself. Obviously the alcohol evaporates, but the flavor does too. It just vanishes. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but it does. Odd, but true. Brandy, same story. You get a lovely, look at this color, it's wonderful. But you get no aroma whatsoever, you get no flavor whatsoever, just the color. It is a wonderful coloring agent though. But we're not in shortage of browns, are we? Definitely most of my colors are brownish, because that's the natural color of most ingredients I'm using. Dates. Well, I'm talking specifically about date honey. You can make candies out of it, but it's definitely a horrific thing. This thing tends to boil and bubble and flow and overflow your pot and flow all over the place, and you have to mix constantly and get it off the heat all the time. Otherwise it will overflow and just spill over the place. Definitely horrible candy to make. Don't do that to yourself. I've done it twice and I'm not going to do it again. Last but not least, I love cherries. I think I can make really wonderful cherry candies, but that's definitely one of the horrors as well. I've tried dehydrating cherries. They don't taste like natural cherries the way they should. I tried making jams. If you make a jam and you want to dry it a bit more, heat it a bit more to get rid of most of the water, it won't work. If you're using a jam in your recipe, it won't work, they'll burn. What you have to do is you have to dry these over 70 degrees Celsius in the oven on turbo running for 5 hours. Then you have to scrape it from the parchment paper, and it's going to be extremely sticky. It's going to stick to the parchment paper. You're not going to get most of your jam, dried jam, off it. It's going to be a mess. And whatever left you got, dehydrated jam you get, that's the stuff you need to get it done. So it takes roughly 6 hours to make a small batch of cherry candies. So it's doable, it's terrible. I do try to refrain from that, definitely. So that's about it for me for these impossible candies. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a sweet day.